In this video, we're going to give you some information about a new VFD drive. For years, the ACS 320 and ACH 550 have been the standard in most of our rooftop units. Now you're seeing a 580 model that is being produced and put in most of our rooftop units. Recently, the ACS 320 and the ACH 550 were obsoleted by ABB. So the only drive that we have available to replace the 320 and the 550 is the new ACH 580 model. So now when you order a replacement VFD drive for a 320 or a 550, parts will supply the new 580 VFD drive. Replacing a 320 or 550 with a new 580 may be challenging. The 580 is a larger cabinet, and the tech might need to become creative when mounting the new 580. One thing that has changed is that with the 320 and 550, the keypads were not provided with the original VFD drive. And normally, if you were to order a replacement, sometimes the keypad would come with it and sometimes it wouldn't. With the new 580, the keypad will always be provided with the drive when you order a replacement. But just in case, the part numbers for the 320 and 550 are listed here, and the new part number for the 580 is also listed. Please note that the 580 keypad is also backwards compatible to the 320 and 550. You may also see some wiring changes between the 320 and the 580. The 550 and the 580 are pretty much the same. So make sure you double check the installation guide to make sure that you have the new VFD wired in correctly. This document should be provided either with the unit or the replacement drive, and it is absolutely necessary for you to have this document in the field when you try to set up the VFD drive. It has the parameters that need to be programmed into the VFD drive, and most of the drives that we're seeing coming out into the field are not programmed and ready to run. This is an example of some of the parameters that you will find in the document we previously mentioned. This document lists the ACH 550 and the ACH 580 and the number of parameters that need to be set up correctly in order for the drive to operate correctly. This is a shot of the display that you will see on the keypad, and there's a number of different main menus, but the parameters menu is where you're going to do most of your work to change the parameters to make sure that they match with the parameters that are set up in the installation guide. One note here, when it says assistant and it asks you to use the startup assistant on these drives, never use the startup assistant. By using the startup assistant, you will erase all of the factory defaults and it will make programming the drive a lot harder. So never use the startup assistant on these ABB VFD drives. All VFD drives can be bypassed. Wiring directly to the motor will cause the motor to run continually, which in most commercial applications, the indoor fan usually runs continually. This can be done if the replacement drive is not readily available or the building owner doesn't want to pay for a new drive and is okay with continuous fan operation.
Go to arefco.com for more videos. Like, subscribe, and check back every week for new videos.